Dice cuando sí. Okay, so we're gonna start up, and then as soon as the coach joins us, so we'll start with him too. So a brief comment after the big win from you, and then we'll open up the room for questions. So a comment from you.
It's been an amazing atmosphere to begin with here in Puerto Rico. The support from the fans here has been incredible. It's been two incredible games. So we're really grateful and happy that we're able to compete in these games and bring some joy back to our country, given that we've just weathered a really bad storm and all that stuff. So it's good to come out here and represent our country well and give us something positive to celebrate.
Yeah, we have Coach Richard Turner joining us after the big win. Coach, you can go ahead and give us a brief comment too after the big win, and then we'll open up the room for questions for both of you. So,
I have to first give our sincerest, heartfelt thanks to the Puerto Rico Basketball Federation and everyone involved with them, and their coaching staff, the players, and all the administrators, because they were nothing but great hosts to us as we are dealing with a difficult situation back home, and the respect that they showed us in coming here, and I'm very appreciative of what they did for us. And I know that sounds a little hollow, like we come here and win 2 games, but I'm regardless of the outcome of any of the games, I just have to first say what a first-class organization the Puerto Rico Basketball Federation is. So I thank them sincerely. The game was amazing. Again, we knew that they were going to throw haymakers at us, to try to pull this one out, and they did. And our guys fought. We made some weird, unforced mistakes in the fourth quarter, but we stayed together. We kept our composure, which has been the theme of the entire week. And Laddie hit 2 big free throws for us at the end, and that gave us the cushion we needed. When you have a captain like Kenton as a leader on your team, guys look to him. He's a stabilizing force. He had a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, so he probably sat longer than he anticipated in the first half. And in the second half, he came in. He made a huge 3 at the end of the shot clock, but he just kept the wheels on for us. Captains do. So I can open up the questions, or if you want Kenton to say it.
Kenton gave us a brief comment already, so we're going to open up the questions. We'll start over here. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Coach, let's take it back 2 weeks from now before taking the trip to Puerto Rico. If someone would have told you you'd be leaving Puerto Rico with 2 wins in 2 games, what would you have said to that person?
I would have said, "Oh, that's good to know." It was a daunting task for us to come in here against a team with such great experience. So we're always confident when we step on the floor, but there's challenges for us. We don't have the same experience. We don't have the same background in the playing time on the floor together. We're introducing 5 or 6 new guys to our roster from our team in August. So, I wouldn't have called them crazy because we're confident in who we are. We're here for a reason. But I knew that it would be a challenge for sure.
Yeah, Kenton, as Coach mentioned, your leadership has been crucial for this team. Hence, the fans got into it. What were you guys saying in the huddle as the clock winds down?
It's just staying together, trying to find ways to execute, be tough. We knew the last couple of minutes of that game was going to be incredibly challenging. So the fact that we were able to come out and execute and found a way to pull that win out, it speaks volume to how we've been preparing and how we're taking steps as a team to grow into the type of team that we need to be to compete at a high level.
And my last question to you is, for the past couple of days after the first game when you guys got a victory, how did you guys make sure you block out the noise and not fall into that trap of feeling like we've won, that you won, and and that was that, and you have to get ready for game 2. How did you guys stay composed and come out here and still fight?
That was pretty easy. I think we spent a lot of time together, so that in itself just helped us to build some chemistry. We weren't paying attention to much of what was, because we brought something positive to the people of Jamaica to celebrate after such a tough time we just went through. So it was just us staying together as a team, doing activities together, and trying to build some sense of confidence going into the game, knowing every player has each other's backs, and that's one of the biggest things that I've come to notice on this team. There's no big egos or anything like that. It's just a group of guys coming together to represent Jamaica.
Awesome. Yeah. Right there in the back.
Brandon Garces, para el periódico El Vocero. My question is for the coach. Coach, you won the first game, which was huge. Now you won the second game. How big is it for you to be now at the top of the leaderboard next to Canada and going to that second round up to a...
Well, certainly it's big. We still have a lot of work in front of us. We're trying to put one foot forward, at a time. Obviously we're trying to advance out of the pool. That's what we want to do. And getting 2 wins to start pool play is important, but we can't let off the gas. February we have Bahamas and Canada, hopefully in Kingston if we're able to make that happen. We hope to. And again, I told you yesterday, I don't know if you were here yesterday, we're definitely in the toughest pool in this tournament. So there's no letdowns.
One last question: how does these 2 victories solidify your confidence as a collective?
For me or Kenton?
As a collective.
Oh, do you want that question for me, or do you want it for him?
For you.
Okay. Well, we're confident. We've been confident. We are confident. We're where we belong. We step on the floor expecting to win every time we play. So this just reinforces the things that we talk about. It doesn't become just coach speak. When you're trying to instill that confidence in guys, it just shows that we're doing the right things.
Coach, now that you have put yourself in a good position going to 1-0, you guys know Bahamas a little bit more than probably. You probably play Bahamas a lot more than you play Canada.
We don't play anybody. We haven't played for years.
Like the most logical path in order to.
I wouldn't say that. I understand the crux of your question, but we're going to prepare for both teams, and we want to take advantage of our home floor. We hope to get Jamaican fans out for the first time in a meaningful international competition to see us play. and we want to pack the stadium. And when Bahamas comes out, we want to make it tough on them. And when Canada comes out, we want to make it tough on them as well.
Ben Lyons, starting lineup, NBA radio. Kenton, what would a game played in Jamaica mean to you and your teammates?
It would mean everything, honestly. You know, we started off in hostile environment, right? We had the fans here, supporters here, making it tough for us. It would mean the world to me, myself, and this team to be able to represent our country on home soil, to have our families come out, support us. A lot of us, our families aren't able to see us play because we're in different parts of the world. But to have that feeling of being able to represent your country, your family, it would mean the world to us. So we would be grateful if the powers that be could support us in making this a possibility.
Raul Alzaga here from Courtside VIP. Congratulations to both. Coach, can you take us through your game plan for this game? Because after that Cockburn performance of 26 points, 13 rebounds in the first game, were you expecting a zone and you were able to bust that zone? Because you guys were raining triples in that first half, but netting about 60% of them.
We were trying to it's probably something similar. But when you have a balanced attack, then you're a tough cover.
My question is for him. Having won that first game, did that boost your confidence? Like, I mean, we didn't win that first game out of luck. We can really beat Puerto Rico again.
The winner after the first game, it just really helped us to take that next step and believe in that, look, this is a very experienced team. They've been playing at this level for a very long time, and they've represented well. So for us to come in and take that win, it shows us that, look, we have what it takes to come here and compete at a very high level. It wasn't a feeling of we got lucky. We prepared, we came in here, and we executed. So respect to them for being a tough team and a very worthy opponent. We were able to come in and prove to ourselves that we're able to play at a very high level.
My question is for Kenton. Kenton, what do you think this couple wins, means to the country, to the people of Jamaica, as they seem to recover from the storm and everything that has been going through? And then can you please describe what this week has been, how this week has been for you guys here in Puerto Rico, getting to, a different environment and just alleviate whatever pain you were having with the situation back home?
Right. So to begin with, as far as what this win means back home, it's incredible to give our people something positive to celebrate. As we've mentioned a few times before, we've had this terrible storm that we just came through. So it's incredible that we are able to represent and put our flag to wave high and have that sense of pride. And the second part of your question, as far as how it's been being in Puerto Rico, it's been incredible. The weather is pretty similar to Jamaica, so we were able to go out and just hang out as a team, build some chemistry there. But bottom line is we came in and we showed a lot of people in our country included, that didn't really believe that basketball could bring so much exposure to our country. We came out and we proved that is a very valid sport in Jamaica, and if we keep on building and improving, that could be something that we could be known for worldwide.
Yeah, Coach, this question is for you. is there anyone in the current roster that you leaving here highly surprised at their play in a positive way? Anyone that caught you by surprise?
Well, I wouldn't say he caught me by surprise. I didn't know really what to expect from Laddie. You know, I hadn't seen a lot of him. You know, and he really has his length is a problem, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. And there was in both games, he made some really big shots in big moments that, you know, may or may not be remembered, but he just made some big plays when we needed him to. And it's only that I just wasn't super familiar with how he played. I wasn't sure how we were going to use him. So yeah, I guess he would be the surprise of the roster for me, not because he did anything different than he always does, but just because I wasn't sure.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Kenton, and congratulations again on a great weekend for you guys over here in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you to all the people of Puerto Rico. Sincerely, thank you.
Thanks. So we'll be right back. Sí, ok. Le damos la... ¿Cómo? Ah, viene Stevie por ahí. Sí. Ok. Le damos la bienvenida al equipo de Puerto Rico, obviamente a Stephen Thompson y a Coach Carlos González. From you, Steph, so, and then we'll open up the questions so that you can go back and shower, and then we'll stay with Coach. So, brief comment from you. Yeah.
First of all, just grateful to be able to go out there and represent another time. Unfortunately, we didn't come out with the results that we wanted, but I think it's not over, and so we just got to learn from this and get better.
Okay. Pregunta.
Stevie, we're used to have huge crowds in this building, crazy atmosphere most of the time, but really not this weekend. Do you feel like the lack of attendance, if you can call it like that, was something that you guys really miss or that could help you guys facing Jamaica? Because they feel, it seems like they were feeling at home on both games.
I mean, at the end of the day, basketball is basketball. The crowd could be full. There could be not that many people in there. We have to go out there and do our job as players and produce and score, play defense, do what we're asked to do by the coaches. I mean, it's always more fun the more people that are there and stuff like that, but it's a lot going on this time of year. It's holidays and stuff like that, so it's all understandable.
María Fernanda Rivera Figueroa para Photo by Maria. My question for the player is, what what happened out there in both half of the games that you were lacking? You seemed like you were lacking. You seemed slow. What happened out there? What happened with the things that you needed to change back from the first game that you execute or didn't execute? What happened out there?
I think both games we didn't play very well defensively. We gave up a lot of points, over 90 points both games. So just focusing on playing better defense, rebounding, things like that. I think offensively we were good. We scored over 90 points both games. So just defensively.
Hello, Brandon Garces, del Vocero. My first question is for Steven over here. Steven, through all this that just happened, these two tough losses, a silver lining is that your brother just got signed to a two-way contract in the NBA. Can you speak about that? How do you feel about your brother right now, keeping pursuing his dreams?
No, yeah, I'm super proud of him. I appreciate that question. Immediately after the game, I went and checked the box score because today he played in his first NBA game. He scored his first NBA bucket. So extremely proud of him, extremely happy for him. Even on a tough night like tonight when we lose a game like this, still something to be super proud of and happy for him.
Steven Thompson here, Sara del Valle from Nuevo Dia. Good night. What was the most difficult part of this game, and what do you think needs to improve for the coming matches?
I think defense and rebounding and being a little more physical. I think defensively, I think in a couple of the quarters we finished with like a lot of fouls to give. We didn't spend as many fouls as we probably should have, and just defense overall, we just got to be better.
Thank you, Steph. We're gonna stay with Coach Carlos, so you can go back to the locker room. And bueno, Carlos, un breve comentario luego de la derrota de esta noche y luego abrimos la sala de preguntas.
Ambos partidos no pudimos defender, 90 y pico puntos ambos partidos. En el juego de hoy es sobre 20 puntos cada parcial. No pudimos detener la fortaleza de ella de los rebotes ofensivos. Anotaron de muchas maneras, rebote ofensivo, canastos de tres, botamos la bola y sacaron ventaja y tomaron en transición puntos ahí. Fueron superiores a nosotros, simple y llanamente los dos partidos.
Buenas noches, Coach. Christopher Suárez de Sportalk PR. ¿Verdad? Fuera de tal vez las dificultades que hubo con la convocatoria, la pérdida de Tayo Díaz, Irán, Arnaldo no pudo jugar el primer partido. Hoy en el segundo partido, los canastos de tres de Jamaica fueron muy importantes, ¿verdad? Fue algo que les sorprendió a ustedes. Yo sé que tal vez sabíamos que íbamos a dominar la pintura, pero en este caso los canastos de tres esta noche de Jamaica.
No, habíamos hablado eso, de que a pesar de que en el primer juego no fueron tan efectivos, no era un equipo que tira mal. Es la selección de tiros, que tiran muchos tiros irresponsables. Hoy tomaron algunos que no eran la mejor, pero entraron. Pero no es un equipo que tenga malos tiradores. Tiene 2 o 3 jugadores que son buenos tiradores. Y es la selección de tiros. No nos sorprende, pero la verdad que hay que quitar algo. Tiene mucha alma, ¿verdad? Coffee Jet demanda mucha atención. Hoy no doblamos para estar más cerca de los tiradores, pero aún así pudieron sacarle ese provecho.
Coach, obviamente las ventanas son complicadas para todo el mundo en cuestión de las convocatorias, pero al empezar 0-2 se va a tratar de hacer un esfuerzo para que en febrero, que los 2 juegos son en Puerto Rico y que prácticamente hay que tratar de ganar los 2 para tratar de traer por lo menos unos hombres en cuestión de condit, de jugadores más altos y ver si se puede hacer una convocatoria quizás.
Sí, sin duda. En todas las ventanas Carlos trata de traerle el mejor grupo posible. Y pues suceden situaciones como estas que a veces están fuera del alcance de nosotros. Pero sin duda él va a hacer lo mejor posible para traer por el mejor grupo posible.
Sí, saludos. de este partido, ¿qué le preocupa más de estos resultados? ¿La parte mental, ¿verdad? El aspecto mental, la consistencia defensiva, la ejecución en cancha? ¿Qué es lo más que le preocupa?
No, la parte defensiva. Venimos de un torneo de Americas Cup que hicimos un buen trabajo defensivo. A pesar que el resultado no fue el que esperábamos, pero defensivamente, eso es lo que nuestra característica principal es esa, es la defensiva. Ofensivamente vamos a tener altas y bajas. No tenemos alguien que sea superior al nivel ofensivo, que uno pueda descansar un rato en él. Y los baches ofensivos los vamos a tener, pero la defensa no podemos fallar en eso. Creo que el aprendizaje que tuvimos del ciclo pasado, los que tuvieron la experiencia del Mundial y Olimpiada, saben cómo se defiende a este nivel. Y obvio, en AmeriCup tuvimos varios días para poder practicar aquí en menos, pero esa parte tenemos que ser más consistentes en eso.
¿Qué áreas usted entiende que deben atenderse con urgencia, verdad, de cara a febrero, que es con Canadá, un equipo que está por encima de nosotros en el ranking?
La convocatoria. Muchos de los jugadores no están tampoco jugando de nosotros, que son importantes en la rotación para coger el ritmo. Nada, es la convocatoria, poder tener el mejor núcleo posible. Pero nada, vamos a tener eso, esa es la dinámica que hay. Con el grupo tenemos que ser mejor defensivamente. Yo creo que esa tiene que ser nuestra característica para poder sacar partido. Nosotros tenemos que ser de los mejores defensivamente.
Buenas noches, Carlos. Wilfredo Cuero de Talento Real. La meta, obviamente, es clasificar al Mundial. Quizás la cuesta se empina un poco, pero en términos de la preparación mental para las próximas ventanas, ¿verdad? ¿Cuál sería el mensaje a los jugadores y cómo se trabaja
hablarle de la urgencia. Tenemos que salir como que si fuese un juego 7 todos los partidos. Aquí no hay un partido que tú puedas decir, mira, si se te fue pues más adelante lo coges. Todos los partidos tienen una importancia, aunque no es tan cercano, es en febrero, posiblemente no estén varios jugadores, otro grupo, pero tenemos que llevar el mensaje de la importancia de cada partido, de cada posesión, es la parte que tenemos que llevarlo desde antes de tocar la cancha. Eso lo hace Carlos y desde que lo está reclutando les deja saber eso y esa parte tenemos que dejarla saber porque la urgencia tiene que estar ahí. Ahora estamos, como quien dice, atrás corriendo y tenemos que ponernos en pelea y esos 2 próximos partidos pues son bien clave para nosotros.
Yolimar de Jesús de Primera Hora. Carlos, ¿cuán complicado y por esa línea es mentalmente, ¿verdad? Trabajar con el equipo estando abajo 0-2 y máxime cuando las expectativas eran otras?
Aquí el más que sufre, no digo, ¿verdad? Yo no puedo comparar lo que cada cual sufre, pero los más que cargan esa parte mental somos nosotros, Carlos, sin quitarle valor a ellos porque son, ¿verdad?, seres humanos igual que todos. Pero nosotros, Jun, Carlos, yo, los coaches, cargamos eso y lo arrastramos un poco más. Los jugadores a veces tienen esa habilidad o esa bendición, esa suerte de poder ir a otros lugares a jugar y se envuelven en su diario vivir, ¿verdad?, de ese equipo. Y cuando uno los llama, uno tiene que hacerle caer la conciencia. Lo que pasó, pues ya pasó, y es hacerle conciencia de la situación que estamos. Y enfrentar con orgullo lo que tenemos, lo que representemos. Y tenemos que hacerle el mayor sacrificio posible por sacar victoria y nada, es dejarle saber esa urgencia que tenemos, pero yo creo que en el aspecto mental el jugador tiene tiempo como que para botar el golpe, etcétera.
Carlos, dentro de la que puedas hablar, ¿cuál es el estado de salud de Tremont Waters?
No. Yo hablo poco con Tremont. Yo hablo lo necesario. Lo bueno que yo he tenido, creo yo, con Tremont es que no lo trato como jugador. No le pregunto cosas de baloncesto. Y lo que he visto en las redes, lo que él postea, pues entiendo yo que está bastante bien, pero pregunto sobre otras cosas cuando hablo con él. No hablo de baloncesto, pues no. creo que no, si lo que le pregunto es eso, siento que lo que me interesa es el beneficio mío y no hablo con él sobre eso.
Por aquí, saludos Carlos. Por aquí. Saludos, partiendo de la pregunta que le hice ahorita a Steven, Ethan fue firmado, ¿verdad? Un contrato de NBA, eso es algo bonito dentro de todo esto que es difícil que está ocurriendo. Háblame sobre Ethan como jugador, ¿verdad? Como joven, y mencióname, ¿verdad? Quizás la falta de su talento ofensivo y defensivo ahora mismo en este equipo.
No, bien contento por Ethan, ese es el sueño de todo jugador, de llegar al máximo nivel, en este caso la NBA, y que se le haya dado esa oportunidad. Bien contento y que tenga el mayor de los éxitos allá arriba, pues eso es lo que sueñan todos. Ethan pues, es un jugador que nos da la oportunidad de crear uno contra uno, su talento deja notar. Pone bien la bola en el piso, estaba jugando en G-League en un ritmo muy bueno, 27 puntos por juego, así que estaba en buen ritmo. Perdimos esa habilidad de crear uno contra uno ofensivamente. Al principio pues montamos varias cosas para ellos. Al momento de irse pues algunos patrones que habíamos montado pues no es la fortaleza de otros jugadores, así que nos afectó un poco en eso, pero nada, creo que contento por él y que creo que la libró, ¿verdad? Dice, coño, así que nada, que mil bendiciones, ¿verdad? Que siga ahí, que haga lo de él.
Ok, con eso cerramos la conferencia de prensa. Muchas gracias, Carlos.